All right. We are back live and direct here at Oakland, California. What's your name, brother?
Obi.
Obi, I'm Pirate.
Hi, Pirate. Nice to meet you.
You too, brother. Oh, hello, Birdie Bird. This is here. That's my card, brother.
This is a white cheek parakeet. Look, he's eating a sign. Where's he going to get his teeth?
Oh no. So we're back live and direct from Oakland, California. Thank you for tuning in to Oaktownlive. My name is Pirate. I'm your camera monkey. My partner in Team Oaktownlive is the lovely Lexica holding down the social stream. And the feds are raiding Oakland cannabis-associated establishments that are associated with Richard Lee, longtime pro-cannabis activist, one of the biggest fundraisers in the state of California for the measure that almost legalized cannabis in the state of California. And the city of Oakland is out protesting this action. People are not happy because this is a very pro-cannabis town. We're here at Oaksterdam University, a establishment that taught best practices for cannabis growing and marketing to the medical marijuana industry here in California, in line with state laws. But this has been a federal raid. If you're just tuning in to the stream now, earlier in the day, spoke with Agent Lee from the Treasury Department Public Affairs Officer, saying that there were multiple raids going on and that it was a federal operation and it was not there was no local coordination with Alameda County Sheriff's or OPD. The feds were here in operation long before OPD showed up, and OPD has basically had made one arrest. Those of you who saw the end of the last stream, there was one arrest of a protester, and the word I've been hearing from multiple people who were, I was about to sign off when the arrest happened, but multiple people are saying that the arrest is based on a complaint from a journalist saying someone claiming they were attacked. The person who was arrested is asserting he was just pushing someone's hand out of his face. But it's not like he was arrested for having weed or for yelling vituperation at the cops. He was arrested based on a complaint from, I believe, one of the local journalists.
What happened?
The word that I'm hearing is that a local journalist with a camera, I believe, is saying he was struck by the guy who was arrested. The guy who was arrested is saying I pushed his hand or something out of my face.
Who was it?
I don't know for sure, but it's.
Did they give it tickets yet?
I haven't seen any. But you know, the arrests were based on an actual complaint, not for an assault complaint, not for yelling at the cops or anything. So the dispensaries and establishments that have been raided today are all associated with cannabis. Yeah, Oaksterdam cannabis activist Richard Lee.
Richard Lee?
Yep. He was detained at home earlier. We have heard that he has been released, but Pirate did mistakenly identify him as being. I haven't seen him here yet. He was detained, from what I've heard, but I've also heard he's been released.
And I've also heard that they've arrested growers. Is that also true?
Don't know.
Is that it?
Nope. Excuse me? Sorry. All right. This is the scene here in Oakland, California. The community is not happy about this raid. Earlier we saw On the first half of the stream, we saw the DEA and the IRS doing the actions, taking part in the raid. We spoke to Steve D'Angelo from Harborside Health Center, another cannabis dispensary here earlier in the stream, who said that this was not just an attack on Richard Lee, but an attack on the entire cannabis community in California. And Oakland is not happy. Oakland is a pro-cannabis town. The Oaksterdam University here trains people to commercially grow for the medical marijuana community and industry in Northern California, in line with state and local laws. And a lot of people here see this as generating jobs and tax revenues and think that's a good thing. And so the fact that the feds are coming in and raiding things like the museum and the university are seen as a universally negative violation. Everyone's all about states' rights when it's keep one minority group down and allow people to be assholes. But the moment California wants to smoke weed, fuck states' rights. That's a bit of an editorial here from Team Oaktownlive, but I'm sticking by it. Earlier we saw DEA agents driving minivans with no license plates. We saw DEA agents with expired tags and no seatbelts being. And when OPD was confronted, saying, "Hey, they've got no seatbelts. There's tags expired. What are you gonna do? What are we gonna do? Arrest a Fed?"
Actually, they can drive around on their phone.
This has been a federal raid today. Once again, there comes the crowd chanting shame.
You guys suck! Don't forget that! Tomorrow when you wake up, you still suck!
Reminding everyone who's just tuning in that Lexica is the social stream mod, and it is Team Oaktownlive's policy that we keep it civil on the social stream, don't engage in ad hominems or personal attacks, very much encourage vigorous disagreement when it's there, and sincere attacks on ideas and positions are welcome, but just don't call each other assholes, and keep it civil, basically. Thank you very much, and Lexica is a social stream mod who will be enforcing that policy. This is pulling back here for, as you can hear, the honks of support coming from the community that drives by up and down Broadway. And
look to check, make sure we tell them the right number, the one for this area. Okay. And so what we've seen from Richard Lee, who has been a surrogate operator, he's helped clean up the neighborhood, he's organized neighborhood beautification efforts and community cleanup, he's helped build relationships with the other local small businesses and the school.
No, not our school.
Oh,
Lighthouse.
Right. And he's built relationships with other institutions and neighbors in the community. And so again, I don't know what crime they're claiming he's committed that warrants this type of response. but I do know that his involvement in Oakland has been overwhelmingly positive, and that he's been a responsible local community participant who's been involved in neighborhood strengthening, who's been involved in neighborhood beautification efforts, who's helped to fight crime. And so obviously, you know, I can't comment on the charge, not knowing what the charge is, but he's been an exemplary community member from everything we've seen so far. And I think the real important question, though, from Oakland's perspective, is how we fight violent crime. If we have extra law enforcement resources available to spend extra time, we need them to be out fighting illegal guns. We have a crisis of armed robbery. We have small restaurant owners who have been shot and robbed, and we struggle in this economy to find the resources to have enough law enforcement to go after the illegal guns, to go after the murderers, to go after people who are committing armed robbery. And so I would ask that if any enforcement office has extra officials to spend, we really need them to be going after violent crime, to be going after gun dealers, and to be going after people who are committing armed robbery. And that's what it would take to keep the community safe.
Thank you.
I'm concerned for all the victims of the violent crime right now while the cops are down here guarding a school. I mean, that's what's offensive to me for my tax dollars.
Yeah.
So I must have been, but you're saying, so I assume that Oakland officials such as yourself haven't been briefed by the feds on this, right?
No, we have not.
And so your overall, your just first reaction by hearing about the raid, your concern?
Yes, so we did not get briefed about it. Oakland was not involved in this decision, and so obviously we're concerned whenever anything is happening in our city, but particularly given the public crisis of gun crime and illegal gun dealers. And illegal gun dealers cross state lines, they cross city lines. Gun dealing is a deadly crime that is causing death throughout Oakland. And that's the type of thing that we need enforcement help with, particularly since illegal guns do usually cross state lines and cross city lines, so it's hard for a city to solve it by itself. And so when there are extra law enforcement resources available, they really should be devoted to fighting violence and to fighting illegal guns.
Right on. Councilmember, how do you feel this is an attack on the city and what it's tried to do to make the industry regulated and legitimate?
Well, again, we don't know what the charges are yet, so I don't know whether or not there's some charge that they are claiming. However, what we do know is that Oakland's history of regulating cannabis facilities with strict regulations, with background checks, with zoning rules, with rules about what hours they can operate and how they can operate, has been a success. We have not had crime or violence associated with our dispensaries, and that's because they are tightly regulated and people have to go through background checks and tests to get a permit. And so we have not had the problems that other cities have had that haven't had that type of regulation. And let me be clear, there have been dispensaries in other cities that have caused problems, where there aren't as tight regulations. And so cities like Los Angeles and San Diego have been asking for help to shut down problem dispensaries who were operating without a permit. So maybe the feds can go help those cities that want to shut down those facilities that were operating outside the permit system. The fundamental problem here, of course, is a question of democracy. The voters of California adopted Prop 215 over a decade ago. It is the law of this state. Different cities have grappled with it in different ways. Washington, D.C. is now issuing permits locally. Sacramento, Richmond within California are taking further steps to regulate. And the cities that have not had a regulatory system have had problems. And so if there are enforcement officials who what they do is shut down dispensaries, I would recommend that they work with those cities that are having problems with specific dispensaries to target the ones that actually are causing trouble for the community rather than the ones that aren't.
What do you want to hear from the federal government? What do you want to know to explain what they're doing?
The question was, what do we need to hear from the federal government? Well, frankly, as a representative of the people of Oakland, my constituents' top priority is to be fighting gun violence and stopping gun crime. And that is by far the most important law enforcement issue that my constituents continually bring up. How can we get more resources to go after illegal gun dealers? How can we fight gun crime? We know that we're in a time of economic struggle. There aren't unlimited resources. And so to me and to my constituents, the top question is, if there aren't enough resources to do all of what we need to do, how do we make sure those resources are going to fight violence, going to fight illegal gun dealing, and going to actions that will make the community safer?
This is a social justice issue, and voters cannot be punished for their verdicts. When this goes to court, we have to remember this. Jurors cannot be punished for their verdicts.
Is there any reason to believe that there is any illegal activity going on at these places? At Oaksterdam or the other places?
Like I said, I haven't heard the charges. I know in other cities, local officials have had a specific dispensary with whom they have had problems. We have not received any complaints like that in terms of any sort of violence or other illegal activity. But of course, I haven't seen what the charges are, so we will be interested to find that out. But in terms of what the people of Oakland have been saying to me and continue to say publicly, we need all possible law enforcement resources to be focusing on gun crime and working to stop the violence.
Oaksterdam has been founded
Thank you.
You know that the cops pushed the woman off the sidewalk?
State and federal law, how to follow state and federal law. We're trying to teach people quality training in the cannabis industry, how to do the right thing.
Can you talk about the economic impact if the dispensary has to shut down?
Trying to bring in tough regulation. We're not the first. This is a long line of attacking the people that are trying to be regulated.
Just talking to one of the people from American Safe Access, he's trying to figure out why this is happening.
All right. That was Council Member Rebecca Kaplan, City Council of Oakland, talking about, what the Oakland City constituents want, and it's more effort on gun violence, less on cannabis.
We do.
Well, we know that we're in a time of high unemployment and that we need the resources in the community to be used in a way that can actually benefit the community. And that means that our law enforcement resources need to be focused on fighting violent crime and fighting gun dealing. And that means that we need to do whatever we can to strengthen local jobs and not to shut down local jobs. And as people may or may not know, a bunch of facilities recently are now union facilities. They're paying living wages and health benefits, and they're required. So we're going to
Thank you very much.
Guns don't kill people. People kill. Thank you. Well, let's legalize every alcohol there is. Bring up the guns again.
Okay.
So the So can you just talk about the economic impact of if you shut down something like this? Talk about how they've been law abiding and they're bringing money to the community, and talk about maybe like, that's fine, start with that.
So one of the other issues we're dealing with here, obviously, is the question of the economic impact. And we have local facilities that have been employing people and have been giving back to the community, both in terms of taxes, also in terms of neighborhood involvement and being part of community beautification efforts and other strategies to strengthen the neighborhood. And so it's really important that law enforcement resources be focused on real crime, and also that we make sure we're doing whatever we can to improve jobs and to improve economic opportunity and not to shut that down.
So what is your hope for the future? Because I know that the Berkeley Patients Group is going to be closing down in 30 days. Can you talk about your hope for maybe the next 30 days?
Well, I think this question highlights that we do need to continue to work on federal law changes. That the state of California passed Prop 215 quite a long time ago, but law at the federal level has not yet caught up, although public opinion nationally has. And in fact, support for legal regulated medical cannabis is polling above 75% nationally, as well as, of course, being...
I'm going to pull away from Councilwoman Kaplan and hear what Dale Sky Jones has to say. That's good.
The federal crackdown, the OCBC was considering reopening under a permit here in Oakland at about the same time that the federal crackdown happened. And so they were about to take over a location to help medical necessity patients in Oakland and chose not to and re-rented the building back to Richard. And that's why...
And that's why the DEA raided it this morning?
No, I believe they raided it assuming that it was one of Richard's properties.
And it is not?
No, what I'm telling you is Richard re-rented it.
Okay.
It's rented to Richard.
Okay, it's rented to Richard, and they raided it because it's rented to Richard. But it was not open for business. There was no cannabis being dispensed out there.
No. The only cannabis dispensary involved is down at the museum, and we're working with the city for the permit to be moved from the old location to the new location down at the museum. There's no other dispensary, and this is a school, not a dispensary.
Do you have any idea why they would want to raid that 425 15th Street address?
I think they were going after anything and everything that they affiliated with Richard Lee, because Richard is one of the leaders of the movement to try to regulate cannabis legally.
So where is Richard today?
We asked Richard to stay away from the melee right now. So he's advised him to visit the
Did they also raid Richard's house?
They did. They raided his house?
Yeah, they raided his home and also...
How many locations are there?
You know, I'm not actually sure the total, because every time I turn around, somebody else is getting raided that they think was affiliated. So I'm not sure. That's probably a good number. Half a dozen. I've had reporters from the other times that the IRS is involved. I personally witnessed U.S. Marshals, and I believe that Oakland PD was here. However, I do not know if Oakland PD was here working in conjunction with the federal raid, or if they were here to protect the citizens.
The feds were here first.
The feds were here first.
Yeah, the IRS and the DEA were here first with marshals in support, and the OPD showed up well after the raids were in effect.
So it seems like they showed up to protect the citizens.
Yeah. The person speaking is Dale Sky Jones.
We still have 4 employees inside. They also raided the museum and the new Blue Sky dispensary at 1776, as well as Richard's home, which I will not mention.
Richard, was he arrested?
No, he was not arrested.
And
And the Blue Sky dispensary is where on?
1776 property.
And the museum, refer to the museum. What is the museum?
Originally the museum was actually our old school, and when we moved into this new location, that 1776 location.
Okay, so that is a word from Dale Sky Jones. She's confirming that the places that have been raided are associated with Richard Lee, including OCBC, which was not yet open. Want to scoot around here? Sorry.
Actually, he's a friend. So,
A friend of you or Richard Lee or
both.
people?
He's a friend of the Oaksterdam family. He's an author, and he was raised in Los Angeles in 2005.
Now, you've been in touch with the mayor and from here.
there were the 2 locations unfortunately. Neither were cannabis clubs.
No, neither, to my knowledge, were open for business to the public. Neither were dispensaries.
So they were both leased by Richard. One was the suite where the husband reopened the place. And they decided not to, I guess.
Because he was in the process of working with the city when the Thousands Foot Rule was announced by the U.S. Marshals.
And the address there is
I know, I can't make this stuff up.
and then 425 was the OCBC.
I honestly don't know.
420 is the OCBC. Well, you would know if it's 420. It's 425.
The 425, I thought it was 425.
405 and 425.
So 425, my mistake.
And then what was the other one? What was hit?
404. Yeah.
It's 405. They're odd numbers. 405 is good. And what is going on in the school? You said four employees have been.
4 people are still inside.
Are those students, employees? And what is the status of the school?
All right. Hey, how's it going with that? Good to see you again, brother.
Yeah, I only know you as Oaktown bartender, unfortunately.
Over here. I got,
Do you have a first name, though?
Nick. Good to see you again, brother. Alright. I did hear one person say "fuck Oaksterdam bitches."
You did hear that?
Yeah, from across the street. But that's the first guy all day. Much lot more honks to support.
Absolutely.
Hey, what? You said the brief someone? All right.
Okay, I'm going to pull off of this because it's a lot of cameras in Dale's face right now. But thanks everyone for tuning in. And so, for those of you who may have just tuned in or didn't see the first half of the stream, this is the scene from Oakland, California. And the feds, the IRS and the DEA with U.S. Marshals support have been raiding cannabis-related dispensaries and businesses associated with political activist Richard Lee. One of the biggest, are people being arrested?
Whoa! Where y'all going?
Okay, so the people are, the DEA are taping off a much larger area to keep activists and protesters away from the front door of the exit. That's the guy shouting, "Let's start a riot in this motherfucker." So, and he's the only one. So, how you doing? Alright, so the DEA are taping off a larger area.
Don't you forget it. We are your boss. We pay your salaries.
No street.
We are your boss. We pay your salaries. It's our tax dollars. We'll be able to walk on our sidewalk and say, whose street? Our street. 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 Look at me. Our street. Our street. Our street. Our street. Our street. Whose street? 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 to be here so fucking bad? Stay here all day, coward!
So the DEA and the U.S. Marshals have extended the area in front of the Oaksterdam University to keep protesters away.
You need a 5-foot path in there!
Hey, OPD riot cops in effect. OPD riot light. Come on, there, brother.
You're closing the school! This is a school! Shame! Shame! OPD back shooters! You're the guys who killed us! You're not helping nothing! You're not doing nothing to help nobody! Why don't give a fuck about yourself?
Measure it with Bart, please. That was Bart.
Go get the murder!
Am I gonna lighter?
You're a coward! You're the fucking feds! You guys work for the citizens all the way there for the fucking feds!
Thank you, brother.
Not criminal! We're patient! 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 Not criminals!
We're patients, not criminals.
So,
Coordinated effort between you guys.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cops in. For those of you new to the live stream, this is what we here in Oakland call Riot Light. They have their helmets, their zip ties, their batons. There is no body armor, no shin guards. You always notice it's the out-of-town cops that get all their armored up, get their Darth Vader uniform on. OPD cops are here in their Riot Light. This is, the latest in police fashion in Oakland. To allow the DEA and the feds to get out, I think.
You work for the people of Oakland and you're turning your back on your own people. You should be ashamed.
Get your cameras out! Cameras!
Go away. Go away.
Just the riot line deploying. I think they want to escort the marshals and whatnot. Everybody get your cameras out. Cell phones.
Credibility. I'm worried about what you're going to tell your fans.
What are you going to tell your children? What are you going to tell your wives when you get home? Honey, this is what I did today. I busted a bunch of sick and suffering people. That's what I did today. Think about your children. Think about your family. What are you going to tell them that you did today at work? You are supposed to be protecting the citizens of Oakland. These are sick and suffering people. They are non-violent. They are legal.
There's a multiple death shooting elsewhere in Oakland right now.
You must protect the city of Oakland. You must protect your children.
People are really unhappy. This is the crowd.
The face of repression.
Hey, it's a gun. Not bad.
You should be protecting this facility. You should be getting these feds out of here, man. They're the ones causing the riot. What are you going to tell your family? Is this really worth it? Is this job really worth it? Is this job really worth it? You must protect and to serve. Where's the service here? There's no service. What are you going to tell your kids tonight? When they ask you what you did at work today, what are you going to tell them? I arrested a bunch of sick and suffering people. Is that what you're going to tell them? Is that the kind of pride you want to have in your job? To protect and to serve? Think about your family. Think about your children. What are you going to tell them? What you did for a living today.
Live and direct from the streets of Oakland, California. This is Oaktown Live. My name is Pirate. My partner in Oaktown Live, Team Oaktown Live, is lovely Lexica, holding down the social stream. She is the social stream mod, tweeting links of information.
You're going to have a hard time sleeping. Your conscience is going to be bothered. It's going to be eaten at. And you're not going to be able to sleep. And you're going to say to yourself, I'm going to get a new job. I'm not going to do this job anymore. Because I want to set an example for my children. That I can be proud.
We got cameras everywhere. We got cell phones. We got iPads. Little brother is watching back.
Think about your families.
A school in Oakland just got shot up. What the fuck are you guys doing about it?
We had a school shooting in Oakland.
I was just following orders.
Those of us who live in this city.
Is that what you want to tell your children? I was just following orders. What if they get cancer someday? What if you get cancer someday? What if you develop glaucoma like me? You're going to go blind. Can't see without my glasses. Can't see without the lens. What are you going to do? The government going to be there for you? The union going to be there for you? When you're blind and you can't see? No, they will not be there for you. We will be here for you. This community will be here for you. When you get cancer, and you get glaucoma, and you have HIV, and you can't eat, and you need to stimulate your appetite, we will be here for you. Your police department will not be here for you. Your union will not be here for you. But we will. Think about what you're doing, gentlemen. Go up the food chain. Let your commanders know this is not acceptable to you. Let your union know this is not acceptable to you. Change the job description. Change the laws. You have the power, Robert. Your fraternal order of police, your union, you have the power to stand up to this federal action and not participate and not help them commit injustice. Think about your families. I beg you. Think about your children. Think about what they're going to think of you when they grow up. They're going to see you on TV. They're going to say, Dad, did you help arrest sick and suffering people today? And don't you want to be able to say, no, I didn't? Don't you want to be able to say, I helped sick and suffering people? Don't you want to be able to tell your children that? Please, gentlemen, think of your children. Think of your families. Protest up the food chain. Don't let them give you these orders. Don't let them send you to these assignments. Don't let them arrest sick and make you arrest sick and suffering people. You need to fight for your rights. You are peace officers. You have a say in the community. You have a say in what happens. Don't just follow orders blindly. My God, think about your children. Think about the young people that are looking up to you as role models. And the role models who are going to bust sick and suffering people. That's crazy, gentlemen. Crazy. I want each and every one of you to go work for the union and tell them you will not do these kind of assignments. I want you to talk to your community. Make sure you don't do these kind of assignments. I want you to talk to your families and say, I'm tired of arresting sick and suffering people. I'm tired of helping the feds. I'm going to stand up. Each one of you can make a difference in this fight. Each one of you.
Sorry. That's all right.
Please, we beg you, the citizens of Oakland, stand down. Do not participate in this action.
Hey, brother, what's your name, man?
I'm Andrew D'Angelo.
Andrew, how you doing, brother? We're live on the internet. I just got that whole speech, dude.
Great.
People are watching. People are giving us a lot of support, man.
Thank you, man.
All right, that was Andrew D'Angelo here in Oakland, California, addressing the OPD. And this is the scene at the Oaksterdam Museum. And ooh, I see SWAT cops in ninja masks. Let me go up high. Hi. I don't know if you can see, but there are masked and helmeted cops inside the doorway. OPD seems to be on hand to form a cordon to allow them to exit through the protesters.
It's $1 not spent on investigating rape. It's $1 not spent on investigating child molesters. Every single one of you here is sitting here using government money when children are being raped. I sat in patrol cars. I've been in law enforcement for 9 years. Anybody who's sitting here today is an embarrassment to anybody that ever wore a badge. This is an embarrassment. We got people dying over this stuff. And you guys are just standing here, staring at the wall when there's people being kidnapped. There's crimes that need to be investigated.
There's a school shooting in Oakland today.
Police officers to come to their homes because their dads are abusing them, but you're sitting here.
How you doing, baby? Internet superstar Bella Echo on scene here in Oakland, California. The A-team's out.
Children need your help in other parts of this town, in other parts of this state.
These are not the fruits you're looking for.
This is an embarrassment.
We live in a democratic republic where we are free to govern ourselves. California has decided that medicinal marijuana is legal. Why are we wasting our resources on this cannabis club when there are actual crimes being committed? Murders not being solved. Missing people not being found. Why are we out here? Marijuana is such a crime.
Oakland PD should be ashamed of themselves. There is a child being murdered right now who you are not attending to because you are here protecting them from us. We are the people. We have spoken. We want medical cannabis. This is a cowardice and unjust act of great proportion. Evil lies inside of those walls right now. Each of these men should be morally ashamed of the job they're doing today. There's no crime here. This has never hurt anybody. It has hurt thousands.
Cool.
We are good people and good captains. We do not deserve.
A school just got shot up and y'all are standing here over medical marijuana.
Medical cannabis.
The fuck you guys are
There's a school shooting gone down today in Oakland, California. And
school when y'all are standing here.
How do you sleep at night, you piece of
The
shit?
fuck is that about?
That's something to swallow, ain't it?
Hey, they deserve that. They deserve that. That's the least they deserve.
so this is the OPD riot light line. Thank you for tuning in to Oaktown Live. My name is Pirate. I'm the camera monkey. Back at base control is lovely Lexica. She is social stream mod, tweeting information of relevance and links to the social stream, as well as maintaining a civil discussion space. Thanks for everyone tuning in. This is what's happening in Oakland.
Everybody look at how great the travelers want.
For those of you just tuning in, a federal raid went down this morning. IRS, DEA with U.S. Marshal Support for Security raiding cannabis institutes and establishments associated with Richard Lee, the long-term California cannabis activist, and one of the biggest fundraisers for the Prop 15, which almost legalized cannabis in California. We're here at the Oaksterdam University, which educates people on how to grow cannabis for the medical marijuana market. They've also raided the Oaksterdam Museum, which was a cannabis museum and dispensary. They've also raided Cafe Blue Sky on 17th and the Oaksterdam gift shop on 15th, as well as the OCBC, which was not yet in business on 15th, next to the gift shop, which was rented to Richard Lee. So we spoke to Steve D'Angelo from Harborside Medical Center, or Health Center earlier. Harborside and the other dispensaries in Oakland have not been raided. This is a raid targeted at institutions associated with Richard Lee. Richard Lee was detained earlier, but we're under the impression he's been released, but advised to stay away from the melee.
Oh, here comes the cavalry! Go fuck yourself! Go fuck yourself! The drug war is working! Look at how good it's working! We are saving from the heat of the medical cannabis! 175 officers! Whose streets are streets? 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 Power! Power!
What's the deal here? What are they trying to do? Push us in? Whose streets? Our streets.
The OPD are advancing, spreading out some space. They're trying to get their van out. I see an IRS CID vest. So the OPD is forming up a cordon to allow the federal officers out. Sorry? Not bad. Getting out of the way here.
Hey, Steve, don't engage him.
Education's not a crime! Education's not a crime! Education!
state right to medicate. We got a state right to share ideas. Education is not.
So this is the scene at 16th and Broadway. All right, signs coming from protesters here. All right, here are the ninja cups in the masks.
It's boring there.
Okay, we're going to have a press conference on the steps of City Hall in Oakland at 2 p.m. Apparently it's being called by city officials.
Get a real job. Bust some meth labs, you pussy.
Franco Gallo Plaza.
Sunglasses can't possibly make eye contact.
All right, that's Dan from the UFCW, who is the union rep here. And is there any other news, or just going to be a press conference?
Richard Lee's free.
Guys are pieces of shit.
Face of a scary ass bum. Look at him. Scared.
Oaksterdam.
Go arrest Zimmerman, man. Do real job. Do something real. Serve us some real Department of Justice. Show us some real fucking justice. Go arrest Zimmerman. Motherfuckers. Go fuck with the cartel.
Okay.
Y'all selling them guns and shit.
There's not going to be an interruption to taking care of our patients in Oakland.
You selling cartel guns? What you think we
We're
know
all determined to make sure that our patients and our workers are okay, and that our community is a safe place to be a medical cannabis patient and a medical cannabis worker.
All right.
Let's say some prayers for everybody out there, and thanks for
All right, we got 900 viewers worldwide, and we're mirrored on several sites, so people are watching. CNN's covering the goddamn school shooting.
Yeah, we all need to stand up as a nation and fight back on this. We got to stop sitting still. We got to say the union's been doing everything we can. This is a surprise. It came out of the blue. It's not what we had been told that would be done. So we all need to stand up and stop accepting this stuff. We need to get out and vote. We need to support AB 2312 in California, Tom Amiano's bill. We need to create a statewide regulatory and registration process and claim our 10th Amendment protection. And it's time to rise up and fight back here.
All right, well, thank you, Dan.
That shit smell good, baby.
You're pulling something.
What's wrong with y'all? That shit smells great.
They're bringing out.
That shit smells good.
They're bringing out the safe. They're taking out the safe.
That bum in the back. Look at him. Use a bum, man. What's up?
Little brother is watching back. We got cameras everywhere.
Oh, that's Oakland police, baby. Oh, no. We don't mess with Oakland police. We on these DEA agents, baby. We on all over y'all ass.
Go do real investigation. There's children being raped right now, and you're looking at plants. You're an embarrassment to law enforcement. How do you even wear a badge? There's kids getting assaulted.
School shooting. Arrest Zimmerman, baby.
Plants, they're picking up plants. Plants in bags. Here come the DEA and the IRS are taking out the plants. Bags and bags. I can smell it from here. Oh. And the crowd is smoking a bong in protest.
But if you out the street because we can't go in the club, what's wrong with y'all, man?
Little brother, live and direct from Oakland, California, Oaktownlive, the DEA is hauling out all the plants from the Oaksterdam Museum.
Y'all assist crime. You don't stop shit. You waste all my money fighting crimes and ain't done shit. Nothing, man. We still smoking and we still on our ass. Get a real job, man. I'm on your ass for 2 minutes. Especially you stay right here. I'm on your ass for 2 minutes.
taxpayer money, folks. The American...
The OPD is forming a cordon, allowing records coming out. IRS vests taking out boxes. The IRS is taking out boxes of records. Federal agents.
You're such a waste of money! You're such a fucking waste!
Live and direct from Oakland, California, federal officials are confiscating plants, boxes of records, and a safe from the Oaksterdam Museum, one of several cannabis establishments in Oakland, California associated with Richard Lee, longtime cannabis activist, fundraiser, and political actor here in Oakland, California. These are boxes and boxes of records from the Oaksterdam Museum. The word is that the other cannabis dispensaries are open and serving patients with medicine, but the feds are raiding the associations, the establishments associated with Richard Lee, who is one of the biggest fundraisers for Prop 215. And Oakland is out and unhappy.
This is the only reason the city has survived.
Here in Oakland, California. Hey, we just hit 1,000 viewers. Welcome aboard. Welcome to Oakland. The Oaksterdam University is an educational business that teaches people best practices and how to grow medical marijuana. It's viewed as a source of jobs and tax revenue here in Oakland, and the feds are raiding it. I was here earlier this morning, first part of the stream. The feds were here before the Oakland PD. I heard Councilwoman Rebecca Kaplan earlier speaking that City of Oakland was not informed of this raid. This was a surprise raid by the feds alone. Oakland has now shown up to do crowd control, but this is a federal officials raid. We have DEA, IRS, and U.S. federal marshals on hand performing the raid. Welcome to Oakland, California. My name is Pirate. I'm your camera monkey here at Oaktownlive. My partner in Team Oaktownlive is Lexica on the social stream mod, tweeting links of information. And our main rule is just keep it civil. Disagreement and passion is allowed. No personal attacks or ad hominems against other posters. And let's talk politics. We have been, for those who are just tuning in, we just saw within the cordon that OPD has provided, federal officials taking out bags and bags of plants, boxes of records, and the safe from... Excuse me, I'm looking up this way. All right. So here, civil agents getting ready to leave. Officer McNeil put a hand to his taser for a second. Live and direct on the internet. A federal officer.
It's not embarrassment to talk to go after real criminals.
The DEA got their hands on their guns.
They're helping you guys.
You're helping the cartel.
So there's several DEA agents. A couple of hands went to guns, a couple of hands went to tasers. Nothing happened now. Oh my God, someone did tag the truck. Hang on. So, someone has tagged the truck. DEA, go away. This is the scene from Oakland, California. And Oakland City officials will be having a press conference at 2 o'clock.
At Oakland City Hall.
Oakland City Hall at 2 o'clock.
Yes.
All right. Right now, the DEA and the DEA and the IRS are the main actors who are taking out bags and bags of plants, clones, a safe, and several boxes full of records. We have another section of. Come on. Another unit of cops have deployed out here to the parking lot. I see lots of cell phone cameras. I see lots of people documenting what's going on.
Hey, only in the Bay Area could the DEA be afraid of us. We're not afraid of
Oh, wait, hang on. We have people sitting down in protest. We have protesters sitting down in the street blocking the officials. There are people laying down in the streets, blocking the exit. These are several DEA agents here. And OPD have come.
Everybody sit down now! Everybody together, sit down! Everybody 1, 2, 3, sit! Everybody 1, 2, 3, sit!
Live and direct from Oakland, California. OPD is clearing the way for the DEA van to exit. We're here at the Oaksterdam Museum. DEA is running over a guy in a walker. Live on the internet! We're live on the internet! A man with a walker is blocking the DEA van.
Don't touch him! Don't touch him!
And the feds are pulling out.
Get the fuck out of California! Wait for your tax dollars, folks!
People are attempting. We're live live on the internet. We are live and direct on the internet.
Hey, you guys.
We are live and direct on the internet. We are live on the internet.
Do us right.
The crowd is attempting to prevent the feds from leaving. The feds. Live on the internet. Keep your hand off Officer Baraccio, Officer Wynn, Officer J-Lo.
Camera ain't on, look. His camera ain't on.
Officer J-Lo's camera's not on.
Let it go. Let it go. Who touched it, motherfucker?
Officer J-Lo's got the baton out, but his camera's not on. Officer J-Lo, your camera's not on. Officer Wynn, Officer J-Lo, LOW, Officer Baraccio, several unidentified DEA agents. Live and direct from Oakland, California. Let her out. Come on. Nice work. You're our police officer.
I love this guy. I like you.
Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you!
Go away! DEA! Go away! DEA! Go away!
All right. Live and direct from Oakland, California. The feds are raiding Oakland. All right. Going back here to the museum where a crowd has formed a barricade across the street. Actually, no. Well, the OPD riot light line has deployed. Haven't had damn thing to eat all day. Hey, fucker. There's one protester sitting in the middle of the intersection, and there are lines on either side of mostly OPD as well as federal marshals. Live and direct on the internet. We're here in Oakland, California.
I'm writing a story about the end of your fucking job. It's pretty interesting. Now we have pictures.
I'm sorry, stabilizer. This is like a straight iPhone going live and direct to ustream. So it's this is Oakland. It's a ghetto stabilizer. You know how those ustream people can't film shit? They're all shaking and shit.
We've planted more seeds as we speak.
All right, several DEA agents coming out.
Fucking DEA!
These are the feds that have been executing the raids in Oakland.
You phony cops! You guys are an embarrassment to law enforcement.
Thank you for being the best in Oakland.
And real criminals.
We're glad there's no more crack.
Embarrassment to those that wear the badge and go after real criminals. Now make you feel special because you go after the people that broke plans.
All right. This is the scene from Oakland, California, where the feds have raided cannabis dispensaries and establishments associated with activist Richard Lee. This was a federal raid. The OPD and the city of Oakland were not made aware of this raid in advance. I got that directly from Councilwoman Rebecca Kaplan earlier in the first part of this stream. And there will be a press conference at 2 p.m. By the city at the steps of City Hall at Franco Gallo Plaza, otherwise known as Oscar Grant Plaza, to occupiers.
Actually, I have a fucking permit for amplified sound. You want to see it? You want to see my fucking permit for amplified sound? I got a fucking permit from the city for amplified sound. I can scream as loud as I want. Go fuck yourself.
And a little First Amendment being exercised here in Oakland, California. People are not happy. The internet's watching. We've been telling the internet that this is a federal raid, that OPD was not involved or consulted in advance. So we're here to tell what's happening. You know, this is okay. The OPD are doing crowd control and running security for the feds.
What's up, brother?
One a day. I gotta go to work later. I got a real jobby job. Okay.
Accountable for their behavior, and there are no DEA agents
All right, the DEA and the feds are moving back. They have tightened up their.
Get a better job! I'm so mad at the military! It's a bullshit! You guys are war criminals!
This has been for those of you just tuning in, welcome to Oakland, California.
Fall back and retreat.
The DEA and the IRS have been raiding establishments associated with Oakland cannabis activist Richard Lee.
War criminals, each and every one of them.
We just saw them. We just saw them take out several bags full of plants, several boxes full of records, and the safe from the Oaksterdam University here on Broadway. I'm going to pull back here for a second. This is the crowd outside the Oaksterdam University. This is Oakland. Oakland is not happy. You know what? This is a lot of people here in Oakland view the medical cannabis industry as a source of tax revenue, as a source of employment, as a source of civic pride and medicine. And this was a federal raid. People are saying it was targeted at Richard Lee specifically because of his activism to try to change California's cannabis laws, his support of being one of the biggest fundraisers for Prop 15, and this is the feds trying to crack down on that. And as you know, for those of you who may have just tuned in, there was in fact a school shooting earlier today in Oakland.
On Edgewater.
On Edgewater. It's a school. Do you know what school it was?
I don't know. 5 people got hit, 2 of them got hit in the head, and I think there's at least 2 fatalities.
There's several fatalities, several people shot at a school on Edgewater. The shooter, we believe, has not been found. And and today the feds are raiding the Cannabis Growers University. There will be more and more people are showing up all the time. It's at least 150 people, maybe 200. Richard Lee, the target of all these raids, who the business owner and activist who's associated with all the places that have been raided today, was detained at his home earlier. We've been told. The team has been told. We've spoken to people who are in contact with Richard. Said he's no longer in detention, but has been advised to stay away from the melee downtown. Shooters in custody. Just the shooter from the school shooting earlier today in Oakland, apparently in custody due to OPD tweets. So, I'm taking off my jacket here because it is getting warm and sunny here. The moderation policy for Team Oaktownlive is just no personal attacks against other commenters. Discuss, rant and rave all you want. Just keep it civil. Discuss ideas and not people. And here are the DEA coming out live and direct from Oakland, California, with more records in hand. And the OPD is not giving the DEA an escort out. The OPD is forming a cordon out in front of the Oaksterdam University, but the DEA agents got to walk out on their own. Live and direct on the internet. These are we have IRS agents, we have DEA, they are confiscating records from the Oaksterdam Museum. So, how to fit a break into the plate? You may or may not have heard, but Oakland smokes weed and we pay taxes about it. We're kind of cool that way. Thank you for getting all the meth. I'm glad there's no heroin on the streets of Oakland anymore. The decrease in crack that you guys have brought around, we really appreciate that. So, once again, the DEA got live and direct on the internet. Jeep 4x4 Hemi. The DEA are driving with no license plates.
No license plates, which is against the law. And then they put them on so we don't know which ones are the snark cars. That's why these motherfuckers cover their faces. Yeah.
Break it. Bring the wheel right.
The windows are darkened, so I can't see if he's wearing his seatbelt or not, but this is California. So the DEA, the IRS, the feds are posseing up their vans and leaving. They have what they came for. OPD are not giving them an escort out, but you gotta wear your seatbelt in California. No, got no license plate, no seatbelt. I bet he's got a cell phone Wi-Fi bed underneath that mask of his. And the feds confiscate some pimped-ass rides. Once again, the feds are driving with no license plates whatsoever. So the feds have been driving lots of vehicles today with no license plates, a lot with no registration, one protester standing in the way. Seatbelt, you're in California. Feds Feds gotta wear seatbelts too in California. Just saying, public safety rules. And this, we've already seen this one. We got this non-identifiable.
Hey, why you gotta wear a mask if you're doing the right thing? People do the right thing and not wear a mask.
My pizza was 30 minutes late.
Truth hurts, bitch.
Don't assault that woman. Leave the lady alone. She hasn't done anything.
So this is the scene from Oakland, California.
Disgraceful.
Indeed. Protesters in the street chanting DEA, go away. Most of them have. All right. Most of the feds are pulling out. They are going. Oh wait, there's people gathering over here. And there's.
Get the fuck out of Oakland! Fuck the DEA! Hey, how many fucking children's lives are you ruining, you bitch? Looks like you fucking heathens. Pedophiles are happy you're here. The meth dealers are happy you're here. Keep making the meth dealers happy. Make the pedophiles.
IRS agents confiscating records from the Oaksterdam Museum. We got a Ustream. Live and direct on the internet from Oakland, California. This is the IRS confiscating records from the Oaksterdam Museum, one of several institutions that was raided today associated with cannabis activist Richard Lee.
I know this guy from somewhere. I don't know where.
People are trying to attempt to block the exit of the DEA and the IRS and the feds. That was Officer Jay Moore, who just shoved the protester to clear the street. Can't waste time, he says.
Shame on you! Shame on you!
That was Officer J-Lo, L-O-W, grabbing his camera to identify a protester. And we have more federal agents leaving the scene, being followed by several protesters. Most of the federal agents have left. This is mostly OPD.
Trampling over state rights. No respect for democracy.
On live on the internet. You got anything to say, man?
Not much love today.
Cool enough. It's So most of the DEA agents have left for the day, it seems. Most of the feds and the IRS have left.
Democracy still exists, right? Right? our government still exists. It's still like a real thing that we should believe in and respect, right?
And Oakland is not happy. Oakland has risen up in a whole bunch of numbers to protest this.
This morning. I hope you feel good about your lives.
As for those of you just tuning in, as far as we are aware, Richard Lee is free, and he has been advised to stay away from downtown Oakland because it's a bit of a mess down here. But as far as we understand, Richard Lee was detained at his home earlier today, but is no longer detained.
Shame on you.
All right. OPD is standing down, it looks like.
Because that's how I get paid. Y'all take my sick by me. I keep stretching my legs.
Little brother is watching back. Looks like OPD are heading back towards the front of the Oaksterdam Museum. And once again, a protester seems to be standing in the way of the OPD or of the feds.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Leave her alone. She's just a young girl.
We're live on the internet.
After leaving.
Oh, why don't you leave? Why don't you leave? Oh my God. Come on, Oakland. Excuse me. Do your citizens right.
We're live on the internet.
Do your citizens right.
We're live and direct on the internet.
She didn't do anything wrong.
Man, y'all don't need to be all up on her like that, man.
Danielle, what's your date of birth?
Come on.
Come
on, man. Let's let her come on, man.
All right, protest is being arrested. What's your name?
Hey, that has nothing to do with that federal court order, you jackass. You're just talking to me about it.
8495. 510-599-8495. 8495. She's a lawyer too. Somebody call the NLZ. What's up?
All right. OPD are arresting a protester.
U.S. Marshal, do you see this? You see this, you fucking prick? Get a real job. You do, you fucking asshole.
Protester would not move out of the way when OPD ordered her to, and they have taken her into custody.
What's your name?
Bullshit, let her go. Let her go.
All right. It's the second arrest we've seen today.
Let her go. Come on. Knock this shit off. Let her go. You feel proud of yourself? Let her go. You guys feel proud of yourself?
Sergeant A. McNeil is effecting the arrest.
Let her go. 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 Let her go.
All right. So they have arrested another protester for not complying when ordered by Sergeant McNeil to get out of the way.
I got something to say about this, Pirate, if you won't mind.
Bring it. What do you got to say, Max?
What I have to say about it? It's really simple. I don't understand why OPD is doing crowd control for the federal government while the federal government is suppressing the will of the voters of California and the will of the voters of Oakland. There's no reason that OPD should be doing this. The federal government's got plenty of money. If they want to do crowd control in Oakland, they should be paying for it. If they want to get sued for beating up Oaklanders, they should end up paying for it. OPD shouldn't have anything to do with this. And you can write to your Oakland City Council member and to the mayor and ask them to direct OPD when the next time the DEA calls for assistance, the policy that OPD should have is to hang up the phone.
All right. Cool enough.
Danielle Schumacher, is that girl's name?
Danielle Schumacher is the name of the young woman who was arrested for not complying with Sergeant A. McNeil. And looks like more feds are leaving, trying to get their car out. The crowd is unhappy.
Help us get robbed.
No seatbelt in California.
Right in the seatbelt ticket. Right in the seatbelt ticket. Tell him to put his seatbelt on. Right in the seatbelt.
Got no seatbelt.
Stop without that vest on, you bitch!
See you later. There's no registration on that car.
There's no registration tags on this car. 5 TCA 934.
Go home.
Okay. And people honking for support for the march.
You don't need a fucking shitty ass job where you steal people's medicine.
What time is it? Oh, it's almost 1 o'clock. How long have I been online? I don't know. All right, for everyone who's just tuning in, welcome to Oakland, California. You are watching Team Oaktown Live coverage. The stream is Oaktown Live. My name is Pirate. I'm your camera monkey raconteur and the guy who runs towards the police helmets. Back at base control is my partner in Team Oaktown Live, Lexica. She is on the social stream moderation.
Got a joke for you.
Hit me.
How many OPD does it take to escort the DEA out of Oakland?
How many?
I don't know, about one elementary school's budget for a year.
Hey, there we go. All right, so we are here. This has been a federal raid of cannabis outlets and establishments associated with political activist Richard Lee, Oakland resident, statewide California cannabis legalization fundraiser. Most of the action has been here at the Oaksterdam Oaksterdam University. At 16th and Broadway, 19th and Broadway is the Oaksterdam Museum, which is a cannabis museum and pot dispensary that was raided as well. They've also raided the Oaksterdam gift shop and the OCBC, which was not yet in operation but was rented to Richard Lee. And it looks like OPD has left. All right. And the police have left. So that was the PD riot light have left. The feds have left.
$2,500, huh?
Yeah, exactly. This is Oakland, baby. This is ghetto stabilizer, baby. Dumbbells and duct tape. Exactly. All right. This is the mighty bamboo pole of transparency. Oh, hey, I'm gonna give you my card. I got it here still. Cheers.
Right on, bro.
All right, the crowd is starting to disperse, and well, that was an interesting day. I'm going to turn the camera on myself right here for a moment. Come on, there we go. Nope, camera's, all right. So, those of you who just tuned in, I'm Pirate. Welcome to Oakland, California. This was a trippy day. So, to recap, federal authorities, the IRS and the DEA, primarily by their identification vests, have raided several cannabis establishments associated with local activist Richard Lee, cannabis pioneer here in Oakland and statewide in California, one of the biggest fundraisers for Prop 215 that almost legalized cannabis here in California. We heard from Councilwoman Rebecca Kaplan that Oakland City was not consulted in this raid. OPD were not consulted in this raid, as has been the federal habit here in Oakland, California. When the feds come for a raid, they do not alert the locals and just come in on their own. Oakland does not support this. Oakland very much supports legalized cannabis and paying, taxes. There was a school shooting today in Oakland. 6 people shot. And this is what was going on live and direct. We spoke with Steve D'Angelo from Harborside Health Center earlier, who said that they were still open and available for patients to get their medicine at. And it is now 1 p.m. It will be at 2 p.m. a press conference at City Hall in Oakland from the city officials who will be addressing this federal raid that was committed without any local consultation or input. This was, Steve D'Angelo saying this was specifically to target Richard Lee for his cannabis activism, for trying to change the laws, trying to get things legalized and regulated. This is why, and Oakland supports that. This is why the feds came in without letting Oakland know what was going on. This is why the feds came in not letting know what OPD was going on. OPD was here shooting, I'm filming. OPD was here doing security, doing crowd control, and it was the feds who were confiscating. We saw them take records, we saw them take bags and bags of plants and clones, we saw them take the safe from here at the Oaksterdam Museum, and I saw them in the early part of this morning roll down the purple gate. I saw DEA agents take the change and roll down the gates at the Oaksterdam gift shop on 15th, which is not a cannabis dispensary. It's a place where you get pot-themed t-shirts and chess sets, and buy lighters and rolling papers there every once in a while. So the crowd is starting to thin out. I actually have a job to get to this afternoon, but for those of you who are watching, there will be a press conference, 2 p.m., Oakland City Hall, and this is fucked up. The city does not support this. The city does not, the residents of this city support taxing and regulating. We support jobs. We support medicine. We don't want industrial pills. We want to smoke our weed when we're feeling bad. Is that so wrong? We pay our taxes. People, longtime followers of this live stream show me when I do smoke, I'm not smoking on the streams as much as a special occasion, but politically, we would rather have a natural medicine than, the pills and the industrial petrochemicals. And we want to pay sales tax on it. We want to be regulated. But the feds don't want that. The DEA doesn't want that. So in discreet violation of community standards, community wishes, and without any consultation of the community, we had raids today. So 2 p.m. at City Hall. My name is Pirate on behalf of Team Oaktownlive. My partner is Lexica back at Base Control. I have a job to get to this afternoon, so I'm going to sign off. There will be other people covering this from today. Go to oaktownlive.tumblr.com for our basic Tumblr. Our ustream, as you probably know, is Oaktownlive. And I will sign off with my traditional message to occupiers everywhere: stay strong, stay nonviolent, for and that we are righteous and that we shall eventually win. And this also goes out to my cannabis peeps. Peace, love, justice, compassion, understanding, meaningful life pursuits, and all good things to all people everywhere. No one excluded, not even the DEA. Gasho. And I'm going to leave you all with a shot of the Oaksterdam mural. If I can get my goddamn phone to